What's swinging, everybody? It's your boy. Yeah, I had a cool day at work. Subscribe to the channel. Yeah, it's some more hot news off the press and some reminder news off the press. Yeah, AOC, Jasmine Crockett. A lot of the parties seemed to not to look at their predictions and the polls and their approval rating. So apparently they're not listening to us, listening to those who was once a part of their party. Where is the confusion at? Let's get this show started, and how is we gonna profit as a community, whether it's the left or the right, but especially the left seem to not to get the idea of why they lost this election. So I'm gonna bring up something to give you one good idea that pushed a lot of communities away from the party due to not being able to feed their families, not even being able to keep a roof over their head. All these issues was not addressed, and especially the main issue, not addressing the needs of what young men needs are. So with that, we might have to take a gander and take a glare at some of these new facts. So give me a second, and here's something just to get this story started. All right? Yeah, this is the best way to start it off. So let's really get down and cook into it.
It is not.
Do y'all remember this?
It is not a criminal violation to enter the country illegally. It's not a criminal. It's a crime. It's not a crime, which is why they're so frustrated, because they really want our local law enforcement to go out and round up people when they could be looking out for the murderers and the sexual abusers as well as the robbers. They want them to go and round people up on civil accusations. And so that
Do y'all see all that? During her time on MC, Crockett explained to viewers that legally entering the United States was not a crime. Ain't that so much goofy? It is like how to spit a law. So let's get back to this turning point. Wait till you see the rebuttal of what I'm going to say, and this is fair use. So I love the content that that these outlets push out there for. So it is not illegal. But what case and what number that may be, is it really true? Is there a sanction or an order of where I can find out the truth behind this matter? Well, take a gander at this real quick. See? And this is the part that's going to crack y'all up. Let's see, is it a crime? Is it illegal? Or is they just making this stuff up as we go? So a lot of us can just answer it pretty much what it basically is, because...
Is it a crime or a misdemeanor to enter the country illegally?
It's a crime to enter the country illegally on Title 8, United States Code 1325, and it's really pathetic that any member of Congress don't understand what the law says. They wrote the law. They enacted the law. It was signed by the president. It's a criminal violation to enter the country illegally. If you've entered it prior, it's a felony. So, I've been saying this for I don't know how long on your show, and I had to educate AOC years ago during the hearing that it's a crime to enter this country illegally, and we're going to enforce those laws.
And there go the code. Do you see it? It's a crime to in the country. They're supposed to say enter the country illegally under Title 8, United States Code 1325, and it is really pathetic that any of our members of Congress doesn't understand what the law says. So basically, that's the reason why I title it, they must hate us, because I seen the pattern like 3 years ago. 3 years ago that you know that this past election loading the deck up, and then changing laws in certain states to fit the narrative, to squeeze everybody in, squaring them in, just straight up swearing people in to be United States citizens, right hand up in the air. I remember watching a Boston Celtic basketball game. I don't know who they was playing. And then I'm waiting for the halftime show. I'm up here saying, yeah, they be having some good halftime show. And then next thing I know, I seen a judge and a whole lot of people on the floor. And they swore people in. And when they swore people in, I wondered, did anybody pay attention to the audience? And that audience at that halftime show, the arena wasn't packed. It wasn't like, yay, you would think, because if this is what we want, it would have been a whole lot of cheer. So, if you don't believe me, Google it, YouTube it, it's out there. I mean, they got sworn in at a game. I don't know if it was a playoff game, but it was the most astonishing thing I ever seen, and it was a waste of Boston taxpayers' money. See? So, with that, you notice that he went back and forth with AOC. See, her district has a lot of Hispanic voters and things in it. So to rack it up, so it's like the more immigrations and people that want to be in this country, because that's a lot of votes, meaning this agenda, a woke agenda that take parental rights from parents when it comes to school and medical and concerns of going to see the counselors, doctors. Man, I mean, I actually experienced this at full force. Like, do you want your father to be in on this call? When my son was getting some counseling from across from me. This is another issue, but man. And then one time at the doctor's office, and then I said, when did this law happen? Oh, when he turned 13. I said, wow. So 13, he can do medication, he don't need your permission or consent. But yet, he can't go in the liquor store and buy a Mad Dog 2020 or Cisco or beer. Or he can't go in the liquor store or the gas station and buy cigarettes, but yet our youth got all this authority to do other things. And why is they in the uproar? This is what the party has amounted to? Will these be the new leaders? Will it be more identity politics? Notice the identity of these individuals. It's almost like the women that the media will push upon us got this certain Kim Kardashian or either it got to be like a Meg, a Stallion type. It's like, which one do it seems like they're trying to look for the right mold to trigger to say, hey, brothers, what about this one? Or hey, it's cracking me up now. because man, it is like playing the sex card. It's really something, playing the sex card. So let's check out this video because man, I mean, there's some more stuff out there for us, and y'all gonna be like, what is this all about? There's some more stuff out there for us. So let me get this next video in. And this is from someone I've been just recently, Red Cup Talk. I mean, this girl is finna bring it. She is fine too. So, you know. So, you know, she's out there. So check this out.
Illegal immigrant districts. Okay. So Texas or TX30 is where Ratchet Crockett is from. And then
check out these ratings first. Now I know some of y'all seen some of these ratings. Their approval.
You guys are not going to believe who's actually their leader. All right. So we're going to get into that right now. All right.
Fair use. Go over there and check out Red Cup Talk podcast.
The question Democrats have confronted this election day is who actually is leading their party? Well, a new CNN poll out this morning gives us a sense of who Democrats and Democratic-leaning voters think best aligns with their party's core values. And that's Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, the New York Democrat and progressive firebrand who was furious at Senate Democrats for allowing...
Now, some of y'all seen some of that, so I'm going to show y'all that on another post later, but let's get to this. This is the one that roused me up. This is how I know that if this individual is doing this, that means some of the other states is doing the same thing. I'm not shooting. I'm just saying. This is something that I found.
So, and mind you, some of them voted for Donald Trump too. However, that's what these two have in common. So when you look at it, it makes sense why they go hand in hand. Now, I want you guys to see some backstories on some of them. Well, on these two, because both of them tend to defend illegals. I want you guys to see this with Jasmine Crockett, because Jasmine Crockett was on a live stream. That's what it looks like a Zoom. She was on a live stream talking about defending criminal illegal immigrants, not even just the regular ones, the criminal ones. All right. Meanwhile, you're a natural citizen. You are a natural born citizen.
Wow.
And you can't escape none of this stuff, but they can. They get free this, free that with your money on your dime. You can't make it up. I want you guys to see this. All right. Here we go.
Check this out. Oh, boy.
Criminalization, I believe, is what you called it. And so can you define for us what that is? And then Attorney Mata, I'm coming to you next. I'm sure you knew that was coming. So
yeah. So I mean, I think we immigration lawyers call it crimmigration because a lot of our clients have criminal history. So what we like to do is we like to obtain green cards for clients and also get them out of removal proceedings. And a lot of that has to do with whether they have a criminal history. So my firm, they're very nerdy and interested in crimmigration.
So it seems like to me that they're finding individuals and they got the plug with some, you know, maybe the courts, somebody inside the courts to rev up having that green card. Let's listen to a little bit more.
Because we like to see how we can get the government to forgive their criminal past so that they can get a green card. So immigration is pretty cool because it is very gray, not so black and white when it comes to criminal history. Like more often than not, they can forgive it. So when it comes to forgiving a criminal purpose through a criminal past through like a waiver, it's really cool when you get that forgiven by the government, because then you can still get a green card, you can still naturalize, you can still fight your deportation case, basically.
Yeah, I love that. Now,
you can still fight your deportation case. You can still get naturalized. You can still come to the country. You can still get a green card.
And you can steal the steal.
I'm about to go to Mexico and then come back. See if I can get some stuff. I mean, I'm Latino. But
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe I can pass for Mexican. I don't know. I'm just about to try something because at the end of the day, how do they do this?
Now,
How is this
check this out. How do they do this?
legal? How is this legal? How does this help the American people? She's sitting on a Zoom call or whatever this is. I don't know what this is. It
With
looks like a Zoom call.
attorneys.
But she's sitting on this call talking about how to get criminal. The key word is criminal because they came up with some little cutesy word, criminal legal, whatever. How to get criminals into this country. So now you understand why the liberals are sitting there complaining about Donald Trump and this plane that's gone out the country.
All right. Yeah, the deportation plane. So let's check out this part. This part is finna crack y'all up now.
Do me the same thing.
Right
So
here.
here's AOC talking about essentially the same thing in her district.
Was hearing a lot from undocumented people and importantly families of undocumented people who do vote. Was hearing a lot from undocumented people and importantly families of undocumented people who do vote.
So she's hearing a lot in her district from families of undocumented people. Like I said, they're over there in her district, all of them. Like this, it makes no sense. Like, how are we doing this? How are we doing this?
I don't know. So that's basically what that one is talking about. How are we doing this? Do you? How are we doing this? Think about it. How is we doing this? Do y'all like that little circle in my glasses? Because here it is. We're foundational Black Americans. Then we have foundation white Americans. Because doing, like I said the other day, somewhere around World War II, and we was redlining and things that these this land and other things was given to people that was from other countries, like Ireland, France, the UK. Some of these people may have fought in the war in another country, and then when they came over here and they migrated here, hey, they was able to get an easy loan and everything. And then that their generation has went on and got into the political arena, may have bought banks and opened up stores, and some of them are elected officials. So, like Kendrick Lamar said, they are not like us. They are not like foundational Black American, let alone white American. So, so even then, some of their skin folks are not their kin folks. So, check this out. That was really something. And man, I just can't believe that this is really going on. It's almost like a panic attack in every corner. And shoot, I would like to thank Red Cup Talk with Mika, because man, that was really a blow. And let's look at one more. Where is my Cartier family? Because man, these cats does not play. Check this out. These brothers have been hot and hitting the trail. And let's look at the age group right there, and hopefully I find the other age group of some stuff. So trip off of this. When y'all see this, y'all gonna like, whoa.
Why didn't it, like she say this, but she never brought up how the tariffs brought in almost $1 trillion into the economy.
Look, she's a super liberal. It's not even really like nothing to really say to her.
It's crazy that she's saying.
And y'all are saying Kamala's name wrong on
about lies, but they kept on saying how Trump was going to cut people's wealth.
Jasmine Crockett.
Well, Democrats are being blamed. Well,
maybe
it's y'all's fault. Yeah.
People love
here we go.
AOC. People love Jasmine Crockett. People love Eric Swalwell and the like. And I think that the Democratic Party should put the people out there who the people want. They should put the politicians out there who the people want, who they're asking for. People
How do he know this?
AOC.
I actually saw where Bill Maher was like, hell no.
Yeah, that was.
He was like, nah.
Bill Maher will keep it real sometimes, for real.
No,
man.
he was low key kind of grilling him because he was like saying that MAGA's racist. He was like, that's not true. He was like, you can't make statements like that because it's simply just not true. He's like, well, some of them are straight up racist. He was like, well, what evidence do you? Then he was like, people like AOC. He was like, yeah, she's voted in a congressional district that's mostly Hispanics, and she's a Hispanic, and they're not even getting treated bad there, and she keeps running on the fact that they're being treated bad. I was like, damn, Bill Maher's low key cooking him though.
No
like,
voter IDs.
You don't really see that too often. I feel like a lot of the Democrats who are trying to like push the panic button are talking to real people who are factually, or I won't say factual, are intellectual in their thinking, and they always met with pushback. Don Lemon is a fool.
The Republicans have the White House, the Senate, and the House. If they want to do this, and if they want to screw over the American people, they can do this with their votes and their party.
The question Democrats have confronted since Election Day is, who actually is leading their party? Well, a new CNN poll out this morning gives us a sense of who Democrats and Democratic-leaning voters think best aligns with the party's core values.
I told
Bernie
you.
Sanders, Hakeem Jeffries, Jasmine Crockett.
New York Democrat and progressive
Loser
Firebrand,
list.
who was furious at Senate Democrats for allowing the GOP
Kamala Harris.
spending
I ain't heard of
to
Kamala
become
since she
law.
lost.
Now, all comes a slew of potential Democratic presidential candidates are already testing the waters for 2020.
AOC gonna win. I told y'all. She might be the
just
president.
to look at a little bit more in this
Almost
poll,
got
the
up
question
there.
about who best
Well,
reflects
you know, do you hear what that news comes to? Testing the water for 2028. And man, if this is their leaders, I don't know what they're going to do. So, you know, let's get back to the man. I just hope I just didn't bore you. This is like, I just never seen nothing like this, man. All this uproar. These two individuals doing all of these antics right out here. Let's look at their past antics. Check out this. Look, their antics go back way back to 2019. Every attack Donald Trump does.
Made it clear that he will waste no time initiating a mass deportation machine on day one upon taking office. Between deploying the military to conduct mass deportations to sending militias into our communities, the next administration is determined to remove those who serve as the backbone of our local economies and communities and tear our families apart. Last year, the Biden administration approved redesignation for Venezuela, allowing thousands a pathway to work authorization and out of New York City shelters.
See, look. So, a pathway. This reminds me when I went to voc rehab. It's like a pathway. We pay for some school. And we already have all of these homeless individuals right on our street, and y'all don't want to even see Los Angeles. And I see the way Philadelphia and New York and some of the other states will be looking. And then it said Venezuela's, and Venezuela's like, you know, it's like what Donald Trump, they're not giving us all of their good apples. Now, some of them are coming here that already own businesses over in the other countries. I don't think they left because They have something to sit on and contribute to our society. So with that, you know, man, I'm gonna put this thumbnail up. I just hope a lot of people check out the video because I'm finna do a Social Security video in a few seconds. Until then, MC out, fair use. Check out a lot of those streams, that Red Cup Talk. I'd like to thank all the other people for putting some data out there for y'all to chew on. And I get back with you. Until then, peace. Ta-da.